Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today, we're going to deal with some data handling, and we've pulled this question from grade 10, November 2018, set by the DBE. Okay, let's get straight into it. So they've given us this line graph, and the very first thing they've asked us to do is to complete the frequency column in the table provided. So I've put a frequency column to the right-hand side here, and let's fill it in together. Right, so in column 1, we're going to use our values on the x-axis. So we're going to write marks. And what options do we have? So we've got marks from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, so now we need to say how many learners in that grade 10 class got the following marks. So how many learners got no marks? So it would be 0. So I'm going to write your frequency. You write out the full word if it hasn't been written for you. Right, so 0. Moving on to 1 mark, we can see that that's going to be 3. Moving on to 2 marks, we can see that's going to be 4. Moving on to 3 marks, we can see that's going to be 5. Moving on to 4 marks, that is going to be 3. Moving on to 5 marks, that is going to be 6. 6 marks would be 0. 7 marks would be 7. 8 marks, we've got 9. And then 9 marks, we've got 5. And finally, 10 marks, we've got 0. All right, so let's sum that up for the next question. So that's 1.1. Right, how many learners wrote the test? All we would do there is add those up. Using a calculator is fine. And we know that 42 learners would have written that test. All right, then moving on to the range. So calculate the range for the data. What is a range? Range is your biggest minus your smallest, okay? And we're speaking specifically about marks here. So the highest mark obtained by the class would have been 9, and the lowest mark would have been 1, okay? Because no one got 0 and no one got 10. So in this case, the range is going to equal 9 minus 1, which would give us 8 for that range. And then finally, we've got to calculate the mean. Okay, so I'm going to give myself some space. How do we do the mean? So the mean is the average. Another word for mean is average. And basically, we need to take all of the marks and we need to multiply it by all of the frequencies. And we need to sum those up. And then we need to divide it by the total number of learners that wrote. Okay, so it would look something like this. So we'd say, right, in terms of 0, so 0 times 0 is 0. Then we would take 1 times 3, 2 times 4, 3 times 5, 4 times 3, 5 times 6, 6 times 0, 7 times 7, 8 times 9, 9 times 5, 10 times 0. So we get these products, and then we add up all of those products, okay, to get a total number. All right, so once we've done that, once we've multiplied, once we've added all the products together, okay, we're going to get an answer of 234. So essentially, 234 is the total marks that the class got. If you add up every single mark that everyone got, you would get 234. And we're going to divide that now by 42. Why? Because there were 42 learners that wrote the test. That's going to give us the average mark per learner. And we're going to plug that into our calculator, and we're going to see that the average for this particular test was 5,57. So just above 50%. Right. I'm going to pause there for this video. We'll move on to the median and box and whisker in the next video. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this has helped. A very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Be sure to read all about them in the description below. Also, head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.